Want to know the secret to getting rich quick? Okay, I'll tell you the secret. So listen up. It doesn't work that way, dumbass! Hey guys, my name's Aileen with an A. It's spelled A-I-L-E-E-N. Think about it, smarty pants, you'll get it. And if you leave a comment asking how a one-legged girl stands, I'm gonna put my 6-inch stiletto 7 inches up your ass.
Watch your language, Miss Anderson.
And that's Dick, my dorky-ass boomer producer.
It's Mr. Lehman.
Who keeps interrupting me every 2 seconds! Anyhow, I'm not here to tell you to work harder or feed you some dumbass boomer bootstraps line, but let me tell you, I've been around and seen some things.
Yeah, I'll bet you have.
It's okay, Dick. Don't get all excited. What I mean is I've seen the way this country was before it became a total dumpster fire. Now, don't get me wrong. I still love America, but this economy is a total shit show. I know things look pretty bleak out there, but don't lose hope, guys. A depressed population is easily manipulated. See, the whole game is about power and control. Control of your mind, your wallet, and your very soul. We're going to talk about the mental illness epidemic in this country later, and believe me, we're going to rip that one wide the hell open. But for now, we are going to talk about making you a financial warrior, a freaking economic animal. So if you're going to just give up and boo-hoo about your life, you might as well crawl back to your OF account and quit bugging me.
Stick to the script, Aileen.
So stick around, because you might actually learn something. Or let Sticky Dick over there and his buddies steamroll your ass. So listen up, it's been said that the pen is mightier than the sword and the tongue is the strongest muscle of the body. That's straight up ancient wisdom. It means that words and ideas, true or not, are very powerful. Now the algorithm, the media feed, and endless scroll, they are a friggin' nuclear bomb on your brain. The real power isn't in writing truth or speaking truth anymore, it's in controlling what gets fed into people's heads. The whole point here is to be mindful about who is feeding your head, who's writing your feed, and who is using their tongue on you.
Just get on with it, Miss Anderson.
Hey, Dick, why are you always so hard on me? I've always said that making words requires spelling, and saying words is like casting spells. So today we're going to give you one to add to your spell book. And that word is oligarch.
Cut!
The word is oligarch.
Dick, the stupid thingy says CH when it should say CK.
That's how you spell oligarch, sweet pea.
Oligarch.
You don't have to get all pissy, Dick. Well, anyway. An oligarch is a member of an elite group of people who hold significant power over a society. They grab power through extreme wealth, political influence, and strategic control over key resources. And if you're thinking socialism, you got another thing coming, fucklehead. In a socialist regime, it's a lot harder to pry the oligarchs out of power. Sure, socialism works all fine and dandy at first, but eventually, once the profit incentive is crushed, innovation stalls, productivity drops, and centralized control leads to shortages, corruption, and collapse. So whether it's late-stage capitalism, socialism, or any other isms, we need to fight the oligarchs of the world and stop fighting each other. Look, everybody knows things are bad, and you wouldn't be wrong thinking it's only going to get worse. And when you think you're doing everything right and nothing ever gets better, you start looking for reasons. That's when the veil starts to slip, baby. You realize the game isn't broken, it was built this way. They say work hard, save money, pay your taxes, invest in the 401k, buy the house, climb the ladder. You know, the old boomer gospel and Dick's wet dream. But here's the glitch. Every dollar you earn gets taxed, inflated, and borrowed against before you even see it. Central banks, like the Federal Reserve, prints the money out of thin air, hands it to banks first, then to Wall Street, then to billionaires who buy back their own stock. and by the time it trickles down to you, it's worth much less than when you earned it. The inflation it causes isn't an accident, it's the whole reason they have this system. You're getting quietly robbed while the oligarchs laugh their asses off inside their private jets. Then they have a crash, a reset, and a huge bailout for the connected, and pain for everyone else. That's why your rent's up 30%, groceries feel like robbery, and although you may be making more dollars, you still can't keep up. You're not failing, buddy. You're playing in a rigged casino where the house always wins, and the house is the Federal Reserve. Those greedy bastards can't help themselves. They're like boiling a frog in a pot. That's yucky! They're not seriously boiling frogs, are they?
No, Miss Anderson, it's a metaphor. It means
They are turning up the heat on you slowly like a frog in a pot, and before you realize it, you're cooked.
Cooked? We got totally fucked!
Calm down, Aileen, and watch your language. That's why we're doing this thing.
Let me tell you, social media is the biggest brainwashing machine ever built, and we're all plugged into it like good little sheep. They feed you endless scrolls of perfect lives, filtered faces, luxury vacations, and bodies that don't exist in real life. Yeah, I'm fake as hell. I show up as the hot goth chick to hijack your lizard brain. Sorry, not sorry. I do it to cut through the noise so I can get the message out that seriously needs to be heard. And besides, you're welcome.
Careful, Miss Anderson. You're gonna get us in big trouble.
Don't be such a stiff dick. Like I was saying, do you watch a thing like this or a movie or something and be like, ooh, I want to meet her, but I better watch out for that evil clown that lives in the sewer? Of course you don't, but you scroll social media or watch a commercial and think, wow, this stuff is totally real. Now I know you're not that stupid, at least I hope you're not, but it goes to my point about brainwashing. They feed your mind images over and over until you start believing their bullshit and open your wallet. See, when it comes to all this psychological junk, you're little more than a caveman sitting by a fire trying to survive. Since the dawn of time, humans primarily use their eyes to perceive things like food, danger, and opportunity. So if you're stuck in monkey brain mode while watching that garbage, you're no smarter than the little kid who needs daddy to check the closet for monsters. Now, I know I'm being harsh. We all fall victim to the barrage of propaganda by the lamestream media, corporate spinsters, and endless ad campaigns. They hire shrinks to hack your brain with what they call neuromarketing, using eye tracking, dopamine traps, and fake scarcity. These days, it's impossible to avoid those nasty tricks, but what you need to do is just recognize it for the trap that it is. See, they snare your mind, leaving you wanting more, constantly chasing a moving goalpost, so you become a good little debt slave.
All right, Aileen, wrap it up now.
Finally! Later, my savage little fiat fuckers.
No! Say the like and subscribe thing, and watch your language.
Fine. Like, subscribe, yada yada yada.
Comment!
And leave a comment. But I'm not reading them. That's Dick's job. I'll do a lot of things for this channel, but I'm not doing dick jobs.
Would you get serious and say the closing line, please?
All right, hit me up for some more Eileen's Money Edge if you want to try to unfuck yourself.
Language!
All right, come back for more solid money tips and life survival tactics. Or just tune in for the boobies. I don't care, I get paid either way.